Hi guys, it's Malagrios and I'm here at RoseAboveIt podcast, and these people are just totally amazing.
Sticks and stones couldn't break me. I've been stepped on and locked down. I done been lost and not found. I've been hit hard.
Y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another season of RoseAboveIt podcast. I'm your host T Rose.
It's your boy Loud. Yo.
We got my girl Tay, who's special guest. What up, Tay?
Yay, what's up?
And
What's going on?
That's our new host. That's our new host right there. And I got a special guest. Special guest who is not only is she a radio personality, she's a model, she's an actress, she's a philanthropist. She does everything.
I do everything.
Malagrios is in the building.
I stand on my head.
You do everything, man. So what's up, girl?
Hold on. You just said what?
I said I stand on my head.
That's different.
A different type of.
I do cartwheels. Yeah.
So what's up, man? What's
going on? I'm happy to be here.
Glad you made him something. We on.
I'm talking like.
Now you good.
That don't look good. Pause.
Super pause.
Does that look good?
Super pause. But so you made it all the way from New Row, came through?
No, Connecticut.
Oh, you came from Connecticut.
I'm from New Row, born and raised from Shoutout, girl. Shout out to Shoutout.
All right.
But that's not where I live anymore. I moved out of there in 2000.
What part of CT?
Danbury.
Danbury? Mm-hmm. There's black people out there?
Yeah. I mean, not a lot, but yeah.
So you got into radio. When did you get into radio?
September 2017, courtesy of Sean Montgomery. Shout out to Sean Montgomery. So I got referred to Sean Montgomery from a friend of mine called, his name is Andre. He's from Mount Vernon. Shout out to him.
Okay.
And as well as radio, Sean does things with modeling too. He had he still has a modeling school called Thick and Thicker, and they were for plus size models and curvy models.
All right,
being that short and curvy, so. He was working with me with like training me for modeling, you know. So he had a modeling school, like I said, called Thick and Thicker. And then he liked my personality, and he was like, oh, you can do radio. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I have a radio show called Thick World Radio. What? And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, well, I have the models go up there and they host. Okay. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, you're not the first person, because he wasn't the first person that told me that. Like another guy named Tony Anthems, he was the first person that told me, like, yo, you need to do radio. Shout out to Tone, And I'm like, for real?
Yeah, now you definitely got a bubbly personality. Like,
yeah, I just didn't know. I thought you needed to go to school for that.
Yeah. No.
Like
you should.
College.
I learned you're supposed to, but I learned that from like Charlamagne the Guy, because he was like.
He didn't go to school?
Nah.
No.
Shout out to Charlamagne.
That's one of my idols.
But I heard you get top notch money if you do got like a bachelor's or.
So I heard, but I also feel like it's skill.
Yeah.
Skill, your personality, a lot of it goes into it. Because some people are like book smart, know everything, but they are just boring.
Right.
And nobody, you still got to be entertaining at the end of the day too. You know what I'm saying? In the entertainment industry.
Okay, he got on that alumnus.
Are you see him? You see him? Yo, what you know?
I'm an avid supporter of alumnus.
Word, yo.
Shout out to alumnus. What's his name? Intim. That's he's the CEO.
Supporting
Intim and Smoke. Yeah, those are my people.
Supporting local business. They in this area.
Yeah, they're born and raised Yonkers.
Yo.
The brothers, Mecca Earn, that's who got me into acting.
Word?
Shout out to Mecca Earn, yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm on his web series.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
it's
been a while minute.
I'm
playing like an Officer Valdez.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like my role. So I'm dirty.
You know, I hated her.
Yeah, and everybody's gonna hate me.
I hate her.
And everybody's gonna hate Officer Malagrios.
I hate her, man. So how did you start at Rough Rider? Where'd you get that stuff from?
Okay, so I was with Sean Montgomery at Thick World Radio, which is in the Mix Radio. Okay. Right? There first. I was there for about a year. And then D, shout out to D from Rough Rider, who's the COO. Okay. He's been following me for a while. He's been following me, I think, on Instagram since probably 2016, before I even got into modeling, 2016, maybe 15. And, he knows my father and stuff like that. Yeah. So he's been following me or whatever. So I guess he was checking me out on the radio. Yeah. Or probably just checking me out, period. But I noticed he was on the lives when I would be at the radio. Mm-hmm. So, then there was another, an ex-boyfriend of mine. He was like, oh, they need people at Rough Rider Radio. His name is Don Silver. Shout out to Don. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's funny. Like, D been checking me out too. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna put in a word for you. I know a guy over there named Sincere. That's the supervisor over there. And I'm like, okay. So at the same time he was doing that, D hit me up like November of 2017 and was like, listen, I need you over at Radio. Yeah. You know, come on this side or whatever the case may be. I know your people, your family, and I'm like, all right, cool. And he's like, you know, send your credentials to Sincere. So I'm like, okay, there go that name again.
Yeah.
Sincere. So, you know, I was going back and forth with Sincere and D in like January of 2018.
Damn,
I started as a co-host on the Ride Along with Miss Info.
Yes, with Miss
and Miss Pressure
and they still do the ladies' night.
Yes.
I know. See, I'm on it.
Wait, you was over there? Is he a spy?
Nah, not a spy.
No, let me stop.
I know about it.
I like to have fun.
I know about it
today. Oh, okay. So he's not a spy. He's not a spy, guys. He's just been doing his research.
Oh, I'll make sure I know.
He's in the know-how. So shout out to
Rose Above It podcast, baby.
Right, Rose Above the podcast and Trifton. He does his research.
What you thought his name was first? I just
Trife. No, because he said. He said I knew it was Trifton, but I said I'm gonna call him Trife.
I'm trifling.
No, you're not trifling.
I'm trifling.
I'm just like he has to have some type of nickname or something, because I know he's not going around just.
Triff, T Rose.
Triff.
Yeah,
Triff like drift.
Yeah. Triff, T Rose,
T Rose is cool.
Any of that, you know.
But you don't like Trife.
Nah, because I ain't trifling. I'm out here doing good. I'm out here doing good in the world. You're. No, Malagrios said shit. You trying to set me up. You trying to get me in trouble.
That's a big fact.
Wait, what's your name again?
My name is.
Oh no, he's lying. He paused.
Yo.
He's lying. Look, he's still on pause. Look, he's still on pause. He's lying. He's lying his motherfucking ass off. He about to give me an
I don't know if I want to be professional. I just want to be.
Nah. I don't even want to hear it now.
My name is Michael.
Oh.
He's lying.
Come on, Shaq. Come on.
Shaq, that's the thing.
Come on, Shaq.
I knew it. I said no. It's like a basketball name that I didn't want.
It is a basketball name.
Shaq.
Michael, what's up?
You ain't.
You know what?
Michael
Why do
Jordan.
they call you Shaq?
That's my real name though.
You be Shaquille?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a nice name. Why did you pause?
Yeah, I just had to think about it.
Oh no, you was wanting to lie. He's a spy. Anyway.
He a liar.
He's a liar.
Yo, Tay is her first day with us actually.
Yes, it is.
First day.
It's her first day. Now, don't be trying to get on your live trying to get.
Why? She can't get no views.
You're trying to get all the guys gonna be in there like, yo,
all the
what's her
20,000
Instagram?
people I got.
What's her Instagram?
So Triton.
Nah, it's T Rose, baby. You get that right. So what's your favorite, Malagrios? What's your favorite out of all these jobs you do? What the hell going on out there? Out of all these jobs you do.
It's Yonkers, ain't no telling.
I know. Out of all these jobs you do, acting, hosting, everything. What's your favorite?
Being a mother.
Oh, I like that answer. How old your daughter, son?
I have 2 daughters and 1 son, but I'm not obliged to tell how old they are, because then you guys will know how old I am.
Damn, that's smart.
That was very smart.
Wait.
Marketing 101.
I think Shaq should guess. How
I'm
old
old enough to eat cornbread without choking.
Oh, wow.
That's it. That's old enough, right? Because babies choke on
Wow. You know what? Let's moving on.
Moving right along.
Moving on.
Right along.
So, not to change the positive vibes, the positive notes, the positive things we're doing, but you're a big Nipsey fan.
How did you know that?
I know you're a big Nipsey fan. You're a big Nipsey fan.
How did you know that?
Trust me, because you always say the marathon continues.
Yes.
So.
And I'm gonna continue.
Of course.
I wish I was in a position to do that Dr. Sebi thing for him, because I would.
That'd be
right.
But you have to be in a position for that.
Yeah, to do that.
Right. So hopefully Nick Cannon will carry that on,
that.
and you're risking your life, but if that's what you stand on, then you have to risk your life for that.
Of course.
That's
So what's the biggest impact of his life that's
Well, me and Nipsey kind of have a lot of things in common. I'm gonna say that. So like, Nipsey is from the streets. I'm from the streets. Nipsey was a gangbanger. Allegedly, I was a gangbanger. I am a gangbanger. Allegedly. We have a lot of things in common. It's just I don't got the businesses yet, but I have some business things in mind that I'm going to be coming out with soon this year.
Like what we talking about?
Yeah, like what we talked about, radio. Getting into that. The juice is for life. Jada, I need to see you expeditiously. Expeditiously. I need to see you. Styles, I need to see you. Not Jason. Jason, not you, but I do need to see you. But Styles, I need to see you expeditiously. Let's fix it. Expeditiously. I need to see you. And Ajua.
You got some ideas for them?
Yeah, I want to get a Juices for Life.
You want to run one?
I want to put one like in their shell. They don't have one. I don't want to give all my secrets because then people try to hurry up.
Try to hurry do it before you do it.
Yeah, this is chess, it ain't checkers. So yeah, I got a couple of ideas. So Styles, if you listening, babe, or if Kiss or Kay, Rosewood, get the message to Styles and let him know expeditiously. Get in my DM, please.
Yo, why?
Let's talk money, and I got money. I'm not just talking.
Why there's never no healthy spots like? Before Juices for Life, there's never no healthy spots ever.
Because them people don't want us to be healthy. Everything that they gave the world was supposed to tear us down, right? Mm-hmm. AIDS, drugs, right?
Yep.
Guns, right? Yep. That was all supposed to tear minorities. When I mean minorities, I mean African American, Spanish, Chinese, Arab, anybody that's not of Caucasus skin color and culture. It was supposed to tear down, but it didn't because, you see more white people doing mass destruction than black. Like they just had a shooting at the school in Colorado. I know they was white people.
They were all white kids. That was a white school.
You know what I mean? But we're the savages. I haven't heard of a black boy running in the school shooting nobody up yet.
That's true. So actually, let's get into that since you brought that.
Am I lying?
No, you're right.
Have you?
But since you bringing that up, did you hear about the 15-year-old Jamar? What's his name? Jameer Thompson.
Jameer, yes.
He's 15 years old. Took a life. Innocent life. So a girl was 18. They say she's 18, but I heard she was 14.
I heard she was 14.
Yeah, I heard 14, but also 18. How do you feel about that? Like what? Because a lot of people I've seen in comments on like Yonkers Voice and all these newspapers is like, yo, give him the death penalty, keep him in jail till he dies. Like, how do you feel?
How old is he? 18?
15.
He's 15 now.
15
Do not give him the death penalty. It's a child. And even though he knew right from wrong, in a way, in a sense, he didn't know right from wrong because he's still 15. Like actually, his parents are still living for his sins.
Yes.
Actually. You don't live for your own sins until you're about 18. It actually says that in the Bible, in the Torah, in the Quran, and any, you know what I mean? Like, so his parents are still living for his sins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think his brain went past a certain. You know what I mean? A certain plateau as ours will as adults to be like, all right, let me not go this far. Right. Let me not take this far left because things can go this left that fast and then it's no coming back from that. You know what I mean? So 15, you wrote.
Yes.
At 18, I would be like, oh yeah,
you know better.
Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, because I do believe in that, but not at 15.
Yeah,
he's still a baby.
That's what we're doing then.
No,
that's what we're doing.
No.
Talk about.
I see. Before you switch it, my bad, bro. Before you switch it, I'm gonna come back to you. I see it's crazy because a lot of those people that were in the comments were just people that I seen on their page. Like I click on their page and look on their profile, and they're like people who go to church. Like, and it's crazy how church people and I'm a Christian. I go to church. You know what I'm saying? Are the most
hypocritical.
Judgmental.
Let me tell you, I had a conversation with my pastor. I wouldn't say he's my pastor now, but I'm gonna still say he's my pastor because I grew up in a church, Shoutout Baptist Church in Rochelle, on Lincoln Avenue. So his name is
that church.
Quincy Hence, right? Also, so you know him. Okay. So this was probably like 2015. I was having this conversation with him in his chambers. And I'm not going to get into the whole thing because it was a little private. But I told him, I said, I'm not going to lie because I'm in church. I said, I don't really even believe in the institution of church anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. So I told him, I said, you guys pass around that plate or whatever the case may be. Now, if somebody don't have it, let's say a homeless person walks in here and they just want, they just want to get the word. They just want to have the spirit. They just want to be uplifted. They homeless. They don't have nothing. They don't even have nowhere to live. One of your people that give the plates out, one of your ushers is going to turn their face up if they don't put $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 in that plate. And he was like, you're looking at things differently and, worry about you and, your worship and everything. And I'm like, yeah, but, when you're coming into a church, you want to be embraced.
Yep, of course.
You know what I mean? Because when you die, hopefully, if you're going to the light, you're going to be embraced. You know what I mean? You're not going to be looked at and because he already know what you did and what you didn't do.
Yeah.
So it's just like, how are we as mere mortals that sin every day? Most of us were born in sin. A lot of our parents weren't even married.
Yep.
Of course.
To look down on someone else if they don't have any money to put on a plate, or if they didn't come here in their best mink, or their alligator shoes, or their Christian Louis Vuittons, or just a simple dress from Forever 21. Maybe they just came as they were, and it says that in the Bible. Come as you are.
Yes.
Right.
It's true.
I don't get that. So I don't believe in the institution of church anymore.
Yeah. It's crazy because even in my church, sorry, Pastor guys, sorry.
Don't be sorry. Tell the truth.
Nah, but I remember one Sunday, like my pastor had he dressed down one Sunday, like regular clothes, preaching.
Who? The Quincy?
No. I go to Messiah right up the block.
Okay.
Right up the block. Pastor Reverend Frank E. Coleman is my man's right there.
Okay,
right?
Frankie Coleman.
Yes, sir. Junior. Frankie Coleman.
Junior, by the way.
Junior.
So his father was a pastor.
Yes, sir.
Big fact.
Yes.
Big fact.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
So he had dressed down there, yo. The church was in an uproar.
Really?
People texted him, "How dare you be here without dressing up? You didn't wear, the little pastor jacket. You didn't wear that.
Oh, the cloak.
The cloak. Yeah.
What?
I'm like, son, it ain't about getting the word. You worry about
What he's wearing, yeah.
Like that.
Because
to me, that's crazy.
Church is like literally. I think church was the first runway. I mean, seriously, I think church was the first fashion show. Like seriously.
They be like, yo, I wonder what she's wearing today.
Yeah. And the Mother's Day, you should see them on Mother's Day. They got to come with these hats with the flower. Like literally, that's where I got my fashion sense from. I'm not even gonna lie. Church. Before I even seen a runway, I got my fashion sense from church, and I guess my parents, because they had to dress me up, for church.
Yeah, from Deaconess Johnson.
Yeah, honey. And usher board and this and that. I'm telling you, the church was a runway. Then you back and forth. You going down to pray. So you going down all the way down the walkway. That's the runway. Like.
And then you take pictures. This is what I'm saying.
So it was literally the church was literally the first runway.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. What was the question you wanted to ask, son? You had
talk about runway. You also model, right?
Yes, I'm a professional model with 9'9".
So talk about that. Talk about how it started.
Well, I started acting first with Entom's brother, Micah Earn.
Right.
Shout out to him. With MXM. So I'm in their web series. It's called In a While Minute, and it's on YouTube. And I started with them November of 2016. Micah Earn seen me on the Instagram or Facebook, one of them, and he liked my look or whatever, and he was just like, what do you think about acting? And that's something I always wanted to do. I'm not saying I didn't always want to model, but I always wanted to be an actress.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, are you serious? He's like, yeah, come down to Yonkers and this, that, and third. Now, when he told me what the role was, I was a little reluctant because I don't like the police.
That was so smooth.
So I told him if I do it, it has to be a dirty cop. I'm not like really, even if it's an acting acting role. Like, I have to be some type of crook. Like, I can't.
You're a dirty cop.
I'm a dirty cop. As I said, I don't even want to act being a lower body anything.
Lower body cop? You don't want to be?
Cop. Yeah, no.
So
I started that in 2016, and I'm still with them. And I also did with Todd Lucky Johnson from Mount Vernon called Mr. I don't know if you guys heard of that. That's another web series from Mount Vernon, and Todd Lucky Johnson is from Mount Vernon. Shout out to him. In between those, I also did like Money and Violence. I was like,
you was in Money and Violence? That's a biggie right there.
Shout out to them.
That's a biggie right there.
And True Life.
Okay.
True Life. I heard True Life. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, I haven't had any movie roles yet, but
you doing it? You everywhere.
I'm trying to be like well-rounded.
But them YouTube subscriptions, you subscribe and get advertisements.
Yeah, no, we have like a lot of. I don't know if you looked on it in Wyoming, and Money and Violence got crazy.
OD, yeah.
Oh, and True Life, crazy viewers.
Yeah, people watch that like it's power.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yes, like it's power.
Yes.
So I know about that.
So after that, then I got into a car accident, March of 2017. But the day Biggie died, I got into a car accident. Wow. A bad car accident. They was saying I wasn't going to be able to walk again, this, that, and the third. So I kind of like willed myself to walk again because it was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And before I got into a car accident, there was a modeling agency called 99 looking at me from Facebook, and they emailed me a couple of times, was saying, they like my look. So that day I was supposed to go in there for an interview, but I got into the car accident. Mm-hmm. So they kept blowing up my phone while I was in the hospital. So anyway, make a long story short, when I got out the hospital, I went, did my interviews. They loved me. They loved my look, and they hired me as a professional model with them. So that was April 2017.
Wow.
And I've been with them ever since. My first shoot was with H&M, which I was on the billboard.
Yeah.
May 2017.
How was it seeing yourself? I know that was crazy when you.
That was crazy. I didn't even know. Before my modeling agent told me, shout out to Richter, my girls was down on 42nd Street. It was at the flagship. So I'm literally where they dropped that ball. Yeah. That's where my shit was.
Yeah.
So
wow.
They're like, yo, you down here on the billboard. And I'm like, you're lying. They like, yeah, you did a shoot with H&M, right? And I'm like, oh, yeah. They like, yeah, they put you on a billboard. I had to go down there to see, because I thought they was lying. Even though they sent me the pictures, I still thought it like it was just.
They photoshopped it.
Right, like something. I went down there, I was like, oh, shit.
I can imagine.
Mama, I made it.
I can imagine.
Please,
that
I didn't make shit. I got a little bit of money, but I thought right there, I thought I was gonna be rich.
You thought you was gonna be on every.
I just thought I was gonna be like the next Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid and fucking Kendall Jenner, but that's just not how things work.
Black, so we gotta be double better.
That's just not how things work.
Extra better.
My sister did something.
But you doing a model, you doing a runway for Victoria's Secret.
Well, it's part of Victoria's Secret. New York Fire Fashion.
It's Fashion Week?
No, New York Fashion Week is in February and in September. Okay. It's called New York Fire Runway. That's what it's called. Okay. So they're a partner with Victoria's Secret. Okay. And the theme is called Brown Angels for, minorities. Because, Victoria's Secrets barely have, like, minority models in their runway. And then, they're also trying to do some different things as far as their line goes for minority females. As far as like, I don't want to be too inappropriate here, but I'm gonna say as far as like their lingerie line, they're trying to upgrade their bra and their panties and their bra for minority women, because the Caucasian women are shaped a little different than us unless they went and had surgery. Yeah. So, the Kim panties, right, Kylie Jenner. So the panties might be a little bit small in the vagina area and stuff like that. So whereas with the Brown Angel thing, they're gonna be, do things to suit minority females.
It's about time that they've done that.
So the runway is a swimsuit edition.
Okay.
And they're gonna start there.
Are they gonna have stuff for big women? I'm just curious. For big girls, like
this runway?
not curvy, but like big. Like you a big girl.
At this runway?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You gotta give them time.
I was saying, you gotta
give them time.
Jamaican men love the big women. So.
Are you Jamaican?
I'm Jamaican, but I don't.
Tristan. That's what I
Hey, yo, wait a minute.
You said Tristan.
Wait a minute. Shout out to my big girls, but they don't get love from me. I love not from me.
They say Tristan love the big girls them.
Nah, man.
He love the big body girl them.
We not even jacking that.
You love the big body girl then?
Nah, man, right there. That's my body girl right there.
Oh, that's your body girl? Okay.
That's as big as it get.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Why you ain't tell me that was a girlfriend?
I told you you've been setting me up the whole time.
I ain't been setting you up. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Y'all are crazy.
Setting me up.
Don't get me up here because I'm like a little live wire.
Nah,
if y'all haven't watched Rough Rider, I'm just...
Oh, no. Trust me. We love it. We encourage it. Okay. We encourage it.
Drinks, anyone?
Actually.
Yeah.
Actually.
I don't want to drink alone. Share my poison.
Actually, I have a little...
What about you, Shaquille O'Neal?
Shaq is over here about to be... First of all, you know Shaq is married, right?
Are you? Oh, God. Congratulations.
So I got a question.
Hold on.
That's her?
Yeah.
See, I got a question, right?
Yes.
You get married, right?
Yeah, here we go.
Am I getting married?
No, I'm saying, say you hypothetically get married, right?
Oh, I'm getting married.
Oh, yeah. You're getting married?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
He don't know yet, but we get...
All right, cool.
What y'all about to hear right now?
Listen.
It's ludicrous. I just want to say that.
You get married.
Yes.
Husband married a week.
We get married in a week?
You get married a week after you get married. You see him.
Bree.
My husband?
Yeah.
Why do I see him a week after?
No, I'm saying you see him every day.
Oh, because we're about to have a problem right there. I see him a week after.
Hey, what up, Bree?
Hi, Bree. How are you?
Hey, that's my wife, y'all.
So you see him or whatever, right? You see him without his ring.
We got a problem.
A week later.
No, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Roger, Houston.
This is
Houston. We have a problem.
So this guy gets married.
Fix it expeditiously.
Yo, this word expeditiously though.
In my T.I.'s voice. You better fix that shit expeditiously.
All right. I want to hear this.
I'm
saying, so after a week after being married, your husband loses his ring. What do you he doesn't have his ring on. What do you say to that?
Why y'all tripping? I'm just fine. 745 about that time.
Oh, see, Tay.
What I do?
What would you do?
Lose my mind.
Definitely, yeah.
You heard Jeezy. Where's Tombstone?
You're not gonna
Rose, baby.
Would you let him explain? Like,
yeah, we can explain. We can explain right back to the jeweler.
All right, listen.
Right, and then you gotta upgrade my diamond because you lost your shit.
So go ahead, Shaq.
Or we'll both just be losing rings. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna give a timeline. I lost the ring like a good 3 times. You know, it was a huge size. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I still wear it because at the end of the day, you know, she was like, you know, just wear it.
Time out.
I told her it was oversized.
Time out. Hold on. Where
he got a timeline. That's the lie right there. What the fuck is a timeline? If you lost something, you lost it.
Hold on.
Time out. Wait, before you finish that, where the hell is your ring at now?
It's at a comfortable place.
Oh, he's
at a comfortable place.
And Bree is going for that?
Yeah, that's you know, that's my ride or die.
Why don't you just put it on a chain? Just like, you know, then
See,
you'll lose the chain too.
Nah, it's not even that. It's just like, I feel like, you know, society with the rings, I feel like it's kind of overrated. Y'all gonna kill me for that, and y'all gonna probably feel the fade for that.
Would you mind if she don't wear hers?
Right.
I wouldn't mind. Because loyalty.
Okay. Does she want you to wear your ring?
I mean, at the end of the day, we both come to understanding, like, you know, yeah, we gotta wear our rings, but at the end of the day, she goes to work, she don't wear her ring. I go to work, I don't wear my ring. So at the end of the day, it's the point of, especially with me losing it, it's like I'm not trying to.
Shaq, you are confusing the hell out of me.
Well, here's the thing.
All right. To sum it all up,
What the hell are y'all
Rules and regulations.
What the hell are y'all in?
Right.
To sum it all up. It don't matter about the rings. It's about the love, baby.
No,
it's
it's
about
true.
The love.
And
Just
you know
remember that. Just remember that. Ladies,
Yeah, go for it.
And you know
do
what?
not get mad over the rings. That's
And
a
you
waste
know
of
what?
argument.
If
Just love
you
them.
guys
That's
can
it.
make your own rules. It's your union.
Right.
It's your accord. As long as you guys are on the same page, it's nobody's business.
That's it.
one thing I'm big on. Like, you know, private life is what it is. It's private. It's nobody's business.
Triton.
Actually, it's before you guys and Jehovah God. That's it. It's nobody's business.
That's it.
That's true.
It's
That's
nobody's
it.
business.
Right.
Like what goes on in your household with your girl or your fiance or your wife. It's nobody's business.
That's
like
it.
that. Relationships are off limits. Like relationship is perfect.
But I've been said this though because social media plays a big role. They see like everything from like
because social media has only been around for 15, maybe 12 years. Like so,
you know-
marriage has been. Since Jesus' first miracle was at Sarah's wedding.
right,
When the
right,
fuck
but-
was Instagram then?
But hold on. But
And
now,
Facebook and shit.
but now in this society though,
Right.
in this
No,
society,
seriously.
like,
Go
everyone
ahead.
plays a big role though. Like everyone just like they see like. But
No.
hold on. Just listen. It just everyone sees like the glam life. Like they be like, oh yeah, they follow celebrities and they just get in their head like, okay, they doing this. Oh, I should do this too. Yo, you get me this ring? I want this ring right here. $10,000. You got that?
No.
Got
See,
that, homie?
that's when you gotta pick you have to pick your mate. Fuck a Instagram and a fucking Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because like I said, marriage has been in style before before we were thought of since BC.
Yeah, I drink to that.
That means before Christ. No,
There was
they
no
was
ring
calling
involved,
it
Gert.
what they was calling it, sweetie. Jump the broom.
Jump in the broom.
Literally. And they would put a broom down and jump the broom. That was the way they would get married back in the old days.
I wonder how you get divorced back then.
So-
Jump back?
Jump right.
Yeah, you had to jump back and throw some rice over your shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, no, seriously. So it's like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and shit wasn't around then.
Yeah.
You feel me? So don't get too mixed up in social media.
Oh, of course not.
You know, have your relationship, your marriage the way you guys sit down and talk about to have your marriage. So if you guys are comfortable with not wearing rings and you guys are secure,
And we have a handsome baby boy. Shout out to Josiah.
shout out to Josiah.
Josiah.
But as long as you guys are secure and you guys are loyal to one another, it doesn't. That's you guys' business.
Of course.
Shaq,
Of
just,
course.
if that coworker call at 4 a.m. and just because that ring ain't on, that's all I'm saying.
I drink to that.
Yeah, I'm calling Trike down for the rest of the podcast.
Oh, you
Tripe life.
Trike Life, you heard?
Y'all gonna violate me? Tripe life? That's how
Tripe
we gonna do it?
life.
How we gonna do it? So, back to seriousness, y'all gonna talk tripe life. Y'all don't disrespect me.
Oh my god.
Over
It's
at...
about to come on my nose.
Are you about to leave a lot? Over at Rough Riders, right?
Yes.
Do y'all usually, because I know y'all definitely play music and everything, do y'all usually break new artists, or is it y'all more into playing top 40 or?
No, we break new artists. We're the raw talent over there.
Okay.
Like we cannot wait. All right, let me speak for Malagrios show though. Because
But I'm Malagrios show, exactly.
I can't really speak, even though I probably could, but I don't want to because I don't really want to, you know what I mean, say what they're really doing on their segment.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what.
Exactly.
Let me tell you.
You can encourage them to come over here
Right.
and tell about.
Let me
this.
tell you what goes down on my fucking show.
Okay.
Can I curse?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, great. So on my show, I'm looking for talent. I'm looking for talent, guys. Get in my DM. I'm looking for talent. I'm looking for rappers, female and male, who rap their ass off. Now don't get up there and do that and shit. I need auto tune. I need.
I'm not gonna stop coming out with a mixtape though.
Who?
Ow.
Yo,
What is it
Denzel,
called?
yo,
What is
my line, bro?
What is it gonna be called?
Who's coming?
line? My son Denzel.
No rings. No.
Come on. Who coming out with
Rings.
You?
Yeah, you wanna see people commenting on my Instagram? They're like, yo, you got some fire verses,
I
bro.
don't got no
Hell
rings.
no.
Some sound better than J. Cole and Kendrick. These are pay me the future out here, B.
Shaq, please. I'm gonna tell you right now. Just don't.
Try to holler at me.
Tell him to stay working at Revolt. Tell him stay at Revolt.
Stay at Revolt. Oh, you at Revolt?
Yeah.
Tell him you stay with Joe.
Shout out to Revolt.
We gotta talk off the air.
Stay with.
Shout out to Revolt, yo.
Please
Shout out to Revolt TV.
Please stay with Joe, cause
Joe who?
buddy.
Oh. Anyway, so at the Milagrios show, I am looking for raw talent. You know, I try to definitely stick to Westchester County first and foremost because, you know, let me say this, and I'm a very outspoken person, so I hope like the other radio shows don't kill you guys, but like, so Hot 97 and 105.1, those are like the biggest radio shows, right?
Trying to do one of them.
And they don't really big up Westchester like that.
I don't.
Unless they're gonna play a Jadakiss or a Locks or a old school
Or
Heavy
DMX
D,
is on there.
DMX, Mary J. Blige, someone
Swiss
from
Beats.
right, someone from the area, right? Other than that, if they're not playing or rotating their song, they say nothing about Mount Vernon, nothing about Nershaw, nothing about Yonkers, nothing about White Plains, Peekskill, Portchester, etc. Right? So, you know, being that I'm from Nershaw, you know what I mean, and you know, I used to go to Mount Vernon a lot, and I've hung a lot in Yonkers. I'm very well known in Westchester County. Period. I feel like it's my duty to give back. Like I have some type of platform, so I'm gonna make sure that I have somebody up from the 9, we call it, you know, up there doing their thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
And try to push forth their thing, you know, as much as I can, because I'm not the biggest platform, but you know, I do have a platform. Rough Riders does have a legacy and a name, you know what I mean? Right. So I'll try to push the envelope as much as I can, you know what I mean? Westchester first, but I do look, you know, in the Bronx and Harlem and Queens and other states as well, but the county first, the 9 first, you know what I mean? You got to take care of home first before you could just go helping everybody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bring back the Heavy D memento. Heavy D used to do that back in his day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that and to me, I love that.
That's dope.
I love that.
You gotta give back.
Yeah,
you gotta give back.
Yeah,
you gotta pay it forward. Because somebody did it for me. Somebody did it for me. That's why I'm here. Didn't I tell you Sean Montgomery, this one, that one? You understand what I'm saying? Somebody did it for me. So I'm gonna push that. I'm gonna push that back.
And yeah, I love that. Because it's so many people that like that'll like start out for somebody getting an opportunity and be like, yo, I ain't
Right. No, yeah. They just be for self.
Yeah.
You know? And that's no good. You know? I mean, it's good to be selfish with some things, you know what I mean? But, you know, the biggest human act is to inspire. That's what Nipsey said, and that's true. So, but inspiring, you have to give back. You can't be selfish if you're trying to inspire. You can't be.
Yeah. Do you feel like being a woman in media is hard?
Very, because you know, men in this industry feel like, and I'm not gonna blame the men in this industry. I'm gonna blame, and I'm probably gonna get hated for this too, but I'm gonna blame the females, because a lot of females in this industry came in this industry and they way to the top. You know, and it's been going on for so long. It just didn't start in the new millennium. It just didn't start, you know what I'm saying, back in the 90s or whatever the case may be. This been going on since entertainment has been around. Period. Yeah. Okay? And, you know, you can only blame somebody else, but for so long. You gotta take responsibility for your own actions and what you say and what you do. So I'm gonna say females have been using their bodies to get ahead in this industry for so long that it's like a norm now. So some photographers might think I'm gonna have sex with them. I'm not. Some, you know, people might think I'm gonna suck your dick. I'm not. Like, I'm not doing that. You feel me? If I like you, then, you know, maybe. Because I'm a hard catch. But, you know, other than that, it's like, I'm gonna get it blood, sweat, and tears. Or it's not for me. Period. There's no price on my body. That's it. You feel me?
Yep.
Because you know how you putting price on your temple. Like there's no price. And if I wanted to make a price, motherfuckers couldn't afford it because it would be out of this world. Anyway, I don't give a fuck if it was Bill Gates. He couldn't afford it because I would just add another zero onto what he's worth. So it's just like, that's it. You feel me? It's just priceless. That's it. So if I give it to you, it's because I love you or I like you. Right. That's it. That's not a business deal. We're going to do business. It's either going to be some money exchange, some contracts exchange, and some work ethic. Period. The end. All that other shit, I don't know.
Oh my God. Tell the people where they can find you at.
At Batty Molly.
Yeah, you know.
And the Malagrios show.
I did not know Batty Molly was your personal Instagram until like last night.
That's my modeling Instagram.
Yeah, when you posted us on there.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this?
Because that's how I have the biggest platform at Batty Molly. It was Miss Malagrios. I got tired of that. I'm sure it'll be something else. But it might be Malagrios de Jesus after Body, but I think that's too long. But anyway, yeah, that's where I have the most platforms. So I tend to go back and forth. My modeling agency doesn't like it. I don't give a fuck.
So what?
But I like to, use my platform for it's almost at 25,000. So let's use it.
What do you say to the kids that want to be?
Yes, I love the kids.
Yes, to the kids that want to be like entrepreneurs, do modeling, do act, like do a lot of things that you do.
Come and talk to me, kids. I have much to tell you. I have much to share. I can help you. I did a lot of research on this modeling. It's crazy because I was just having a conversation with a family member of mine. I won't say, and a lot of people will be kind of misconstrued about this modeling and this entertainment business. Period. I'll say. So, it's best that you research before you just give some type of biased opinion or, say things that can hurt someone else, that's moving forward with their career. Everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. It's not for everybody, it's for you. You know what I'm saying? And what's for you, can't nobody take from you. You know what I'm saying? Jehovah God is going to give it to you if it's yours. That has nothing to do with nobody. But I know a lot because before I even got into this, I researched this because this was a plan of mine to go into modeling. Yeah. Because of my friend Glennis, God rest her soul. You know what I'm saying? She got killed right down the street here back in 2015 by another childhood friend of mine. And she always wanted to be a model. But she was sick with lupus, and that didn't even kill her. My friend killed her. Our friend killed her. So, you know what I mean? I felt like, what can I do to keep her name alive? Like, what can I do? And I was like, one day I was telling my ex, Don, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start modeling. And then, whatever, me and him broke up, whatever. But, I did my research. So I've been doing my research on modeling since about 2016. So it's like, can't nobody tell me anything that's not in the fashion industry about modeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like the youth, if anyone wants to know how to get in this industry, if anyone wants to get a real one-to-one conversation, because the modeling agencies, they're gonna give you the real, but they not. There's a rule book and a guideline book that they don't like to give out. Thank God I have it. So yeah, it's a lot. So just DM me and I'll talk to anybody. You know what I mean?
You think there should be some because you know how in our area right now, I think Westchester is one of the few places that don't got we have no after school programs for youth, none.
You gotta pay for it.
Yeah, PAL. When I was coming up, I played ball. So.
Yeah, what happened to PAL? PAL used to be right down here.
Yeah, it used to be open all the time.
What happened to these things?
When I was there, my friend got stabbed in the face for losing the bet.
What?
Actually winning from beating somebody in one-on-one.
How long ago was that?
07, 08.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard.
So I was there, my friend. Oh
my God.
So he beat somebody one-on-one for $5. It wasn't even it was big money.
Is he still living?
Yeah, he's alive.
Okay,
He's alive and he's successful. But he has the $150 mark. So
Jesus.
That used to be open. So after that, that's shut down. That's shut down for only certain days. Where it used to be open from. When I talk about
I remember.
Yeah.
No, I remember. So I came up in the PAL.
Yeah, me too. That's.
Yeah.
I pretty much lived there.
Yeah.
So there's no places right now for the youth to go. So like just like this 15-year-old kid who murdered somebody, I feel like there should be programs that are like this, like people that want to model, people that want to be in sports, people that want to act. Like they should be free programs. I know one of them called YTI, Youth Theater Interactions, which is right down this way, down the block. But there needs to be more things and more ways to inform the kids that we have these programs available.
Well, I think it's our duty to do that.
Okay.
Why are we waiting on them?
I like that.
You understand what I'm saying? It was like what's that hurricane that just passed where Donald Trump took his sweet ass time to give the help. What was that?
Oh, the one in Puerto Rico.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was very upset about that because I'm looking at Fat Joe and Jose Canseco and Jennifer Lopez and all these Puerto Rican celebrities. Like you should have moved immediately, expeditiously in T.I.'s voice. Like that's where you from. Your parents, if you wasn't born there, your parents was born there. Your family is still probably over there. Why the fuck are you waiting for this cracker to do anything? He can't relate. Because that's not his. First of all, that's not his culture. Second of all, he don't give a fuck. Third of all, that's not his culture. That's not where he's from. So it didn't really matter to him. You feel me? Racist or not, that's just he can't relate. So it's like you guys should have did that. You guys should have immediately, and they did, but they was too slow on the draw for me.
Yeah.
You understand? If I was in that position and I had that type of money, immediately it would have been a natural reaction for me to go down there and help because I know my family, some of my family members is probably still down there, extended family members, friends, you know what I mean? Or just being Boricua.
Yep.
Or just being Boricua and being
pride.
prideful Boricua. That's why it's people out here say they black, but you not black unless you're doing something for black people. Black is consciousness. Black is in the soul. That shit is not just for Instagram and just for the speech and that speech and this nonprofit organization. You gotta literally, truly, sincerely be doing for black and love black people regardless, good, bad, the ugly, or indifferent.
Period.
And that's Boricua, that's Dominicana, that's whoever, wherever. You feel me?
No, I hear you.
So
100%.
let's try to do that. Let's do for the kids. We should be doing for the kids. Us.
Yeah.
Us, our generation.
Is they look up to us, and
exactly.
Look up to us, and we not.
They looking for us to do stuff for them. They looking for us to help them.
Mm-hmm. And we not old.
No, but even if we are old, even the elders, they should be helping them too.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, they should be helping us to help them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It takes a village. That's real shit. That ain't just a slogan. That's not just you know what I'm saying? That's real shit. A village. So it comes from the elders on down to us to give to the youth. Because guess what? If we do that, the youth are going to in turn take care of us when they get in our position and our age and stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So many of the youth, they upset. I feel them. I feel y'all. They upset because they feel like nobody's in their corner. They feel like don't nobody understand. People don't even want to sit down and listen to them because the first thing they say, look at him with his pants down, or look at him pants down, or it's just like at least hear them out first. You don't know why they wearing their pants down. You don't know why she's fast tail. You don't know. You don't know until you sit down and try to understand. Just don't curve them totally and then be expecting them to respect you because you didn't give them nothing to respect.
That's facts. It takes respect to give respect. That's fact. Yep.
So,
hold on. Before I ask you
why
this
y'all doing it?
No, because you're facts. You can sometimes stop clapping in the mics, I guess.
Adam's fan.
It's crazy. Before I ask you this last question.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pass
it's
that
this
right
Moscato. And I'm gonna keep sipping. You sipping with me?
Yeah, I got you. I got it.
Come on, Tay. Because you over there, you still sipping that same drink from 6 o'clock.
I gotta fulfill my duty.
Yeah. 7 o'clock. What time did I get here? I said 6 o'clock. This is the Moscato.
All right, cool. So let me do real quick what's going on. I'm gonna tell you what's going on in the gallery.
In the Galleria?
In the gallery. So we're in the Blue Dog Art Center, 13 Riverdale Avenue. Come through, y'all. Check it out. Support. This is a great space. If you want to be creative or whatever, it's beautiful in here. Come in, ask for Julie Cousins. Julie runs everything, man. She knows if there's an event you want to go to in Yonkers, she knows about it. All right. So they having the Arts and Culture Roundtable on May 11th from 2 to 4 at the Warburton Gallery on 16 Warburton Ave in Yonkers, New York. Go support that. Check that out. There's a whole bunch of artists. There's a whole bunch of there's some musicians. There's some sculptors. There's
They have a fashion show.
Where that? What fashion show? Let me
City
see.
Council, major leaders gonna be there. It's dope.
Let me see.
So we also have.
And it's free.
And it's free. Yeah. It's a free event. These events is free. I'm about to rattle these off.
I don't know. They make
Free love.
like get t-shirts or whatever.
So what would the fashion show be about?
We got the fashion show.
Quilt reveal and fashion show.
Oh, yeah, so
is the fashion show gonna be pajamas?
Nah, I got you. Let me explain it.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I got
Cup though.
So we got the Yonkers Arts Weekend 2019. Yes, Yonkers Community Quote Project. So there was a project in Yonkers where everybody was able to pretty much be creative with art. Like, so you could draw something that means the most to you about Yonkers. Draw something, write something, do whatever you want on this piece of not paper of what's that called? No, it's not a quilt. It wasn't a quilt they drew it on. Was it
Canvas?
Canvas on a blank canvas. So everybody wrote or drew something that meant the most to them in Yonkers. So they're gonna put it together on this quilt. So all these pieces are quilts. So they're gonna have the quilt reveal, and they're gonna hang it in Yonkers, and it's gonna be a fashion show.
What type of a fashion show?
Fashion. So there's gonna be different brands there. Different brands. That's on Saturday, May 18th, between 12 and 5. That's at the Yonkers Library. So definitely come out and support that. There's also a free event. Free. We got a couple because we ain't been here in a minute. So on May 2nd, we have, that's a Thursday, y'all. Thursday, May 2nd.
Passed, yeah.
Is it? Oh.
Baby, it's up. Get.
I'm sorry.
Get the boyfriend. Talk about something. May 2nd. It's May 9th. May 7th. Wait.
That's like a company for you, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
We all behind forward.
It's May 9th.
Oh, yo, this is dope. This is what. So I'm bringing my niece to this. I want to check this out. I would check this out, y'all. Saturday, May 18th and Sunday, May 19th, between 12 and 5 at Yoho Art Center. They're having an open gallery. So it's 540 to 578 Nepean Ave in Yonkers, New York, 10701. Definitely check that out, yo. Bring your kids. If you got any kids, it's a free event. Bring the kids there. They're gonna be doing face painting. They're gonna be drawing on the parking lot, doing dope stuff. There's gonna be some live musicians doing like rapping in the studio. All the
I'm
studios
not gonna lie. Yonkers, they might have shut some stuff down, but they be trying to do stuff for the kids.
They try.
Now, see, this is what I hope Nurse Shell is doing. I'm not gonna say Nurse Shell is not doing this because I'm not living.
Saturday.
But I hope Nurse Shell and Mount Vernon and like at all the little towns in Westchester County is doing this because, you want to stop the violence. Is that a fact or is that just some bullshit for politics? Because if you want to stop the violence, this is the way. Give the kids something to do and to look forward to doing. You know what I mean? And everything doesn't have to be about money. You motherfuckers get a tax write-off any motherfucking way. You understand me? Don't act like I don't know because I used to work for politics. So it's just like,
Yeah. Now, man, also, speaking of the youth... We have Saturdays. We have writing workshops here for the children. What time is that, Julie?
The art workshops are from 10 to 12.
From 10 to 12. From 10 to 12.
where is Julie?
Julie's over there. She's doing a thing. And every last Friday.
Hi, Julie.
Every last Friday of the month, y'all, we have open mic here. So definitely come through. Open mic. You're gonna rap,
Open mic
poetry,
to rap?
sing. Yeah.
How much was the fee?
It's free. It's a donation.
Free.
Some come give a donation. And have
free.
Yeah, it was fun. They have little snacks.
Now, why isn't Revolt doing some shit like that? No comment. No comment.
Can't answer.
No comment. Right. No comment.
He's not doing that.
No comment.
Here's the question.
I feel you.
Here's the question I'm gonna ask you. This is how we end off every podcast, all right?
Let's end it off.
Yeah, we gonna end it off right, all right?
Okay.
So what's the toughest thing you rose above to get to the point where you at now?
It's a couple of things.
What's up?
Okay, so I'm gonna say the toughest thing I rose above was me and my big mouth. Me and my big mouth. I got a big mouth. I'm just like Tupac. Speak from the heart. I don't give a fuck. I'm outspoken. But in this industry, you cannot be too outspoken. You know, and you got to think before you speak. You know what I mean? Because someone's always listening. Like, I ain't know old girl was over there. And someone will go back. Your resume is word of mouth. Even if you have the best portfolio or whatever, somebody could see that and be like, oh, don't work with her because let me tell you what happened. Or don't work with him. You know what I mean? So your best resume is word of mouth. So you have to be careful about being an outspoken person because some people can take it and feel like, okay, you know, they're just being honest or whatever. And some people feel like you're honestly just being an asshole and they don't want assholes, whether you're honest or not. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things. Another thing is me and my temper. So I had to humble myself a lot because, you know, I'm still, you know, I'm still running my marathon. You know, forget Nipsey. I mean, not like that, but like seriously, I'm still running my own personal marathon. You know what I'm saying? Within myself. So I have, I'm still working on my inner demons and my rage and my, you know, I'm not gonna say depression because then, you know, there'll be some goddamn psychiatrist that's in my DM. But you know, my things. You know, I'm still working on myself to improve myself. You know what I mean? So definitely had to, you know, refine myself and humble myself even more. I've always been humble, but even more because certain things, if it's corny, I used to be like, you know, want to lash out or want to, you know what I mean? But now, you know, just be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and bank that in the cerebellum. You know what I mean? And thirdly is, you know, because I'm starting out, you know, I don't get paid for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Now, people think, you know, you just gonna come in this game on some modeling shit. You know, you heard Little Kim, I put it on the thing, coming in this game on some modeling shit. Yeah, that's fine, but you know, if your family member or a friend or somebody is not somebody of somebody that has, you know, a verification check, literally and figuratively by their name, 9 times out of 10 is you gonna work before you get paid. That just did. So, you know, I had to swallow that as well because, you know, I have a family, you know, I want to get paid for everything. Yeah, I do. But because I'm so passionate about this, like I said, this is not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it wasn't a dream of mine, but it really isn't. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my girl Glennis is just working through me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is her dream. I'm just pushing the envelope forward so I can get to my dream, which is acting. But I feel like because I'm so passionate about it, because I'm so motivated and determined, I'm just going to swallow the pill of, you know, of not receiving finances all the time and just keep, you know, banging down the doors. And that's a hard thing to do because I come from the street where I was getting it allegedly easily. You understand what I'm saying? And I always had a job, but you know, so that's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you got kids and you got people really like dependent on you, that you're always not getting paid for your work ethic. And you know, I put a lot of time and effort and I travel, you know, a lot on public transportation, on this and that. I'm not just coming from up the street, down the block, the next town. I'm coming from 2 hours in a way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes things don't go my way. And I can't get down on that, you know what I'm saying? I was just telling wifey, like she was like, oh, the cameraman, no offense, was late. And then I'm like, oh God, I was already having a bad day. And I'm like, oh, I came from 2 hours away. I'm like, but screw it, you know, I'm just gonna make the best of it. I didn't tell her that, but in my mind, I'm like, because I already know, you know what I'm saying? Even with casting, sometimes I go to a casting and they'll be like, oh, we're full. You know what I'm saying? I just traveled 2.5, 3 hours away. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you just got to be humble and you just got to be ready to work. And just know that, have faith in what you're doing and push the envelope forward. The marathon continues.
I hope we made your day better.
Yeah. No.
I hope we made it a little better.
No. You guys definitely made my day better. But I was gonna make my day better regardless. But yeah, we all did. It was all a group effort. Thank you, Rose. What is it?
T-Rose, right?
T-Rose. No, the iPad.
Rose Above It. Rose Above
It podcast. You guys, it was all a team effort.
Yes. Wait, before we leave, Tay, how was it? I know we threw you in the fire the first
I
day.
know. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I couldn't even ask any questions.
No,
or anything.
Ask
I'm
me a question. No, let her get some
nervous.
questions.
No. I'm like,
No, for
You
real.
know.
Ask me a question.
It was a lot,
I want
like-
you to ask me a question. Radio host to radio host.
definitely the radio. I was interested in knowing like who was your biggest inspiration, like
In radio?
In radio, like yeah.
Oh, my biggest inspiration in radio is Angie Martinez.
Okay, and why is that? It's like
I'm gonna say Angie because I believe Angie, like, she's one of the female. First of all, she's very refined. You know what I mean? She
Right.
has a little bit of tomboyish in her,
Yeah.
And sometimes she'll be like, "Come on, son,"
Right.
But she's very refined. She's always classy. And I think she worked her behind off.
Right.
She started off at High 97. Well, actually, she started off. I think I want to say she started off at Young TV Raps. I'm thinking. I want to say that, but
Okay.
she started off young, small like me,
Right.
doing something just for exposure, and she worked her way up.
Right.
And look at her now. She's
Right,
with
right,
105.1. That was her decision. She's getting top dollar over there, and she's one of the few that can interview Jay-Z. Jay-Z's a hard
person.
a hard bullet point to, he don't really be wanting to do radio. Period.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you could sit down with him one-on-one and things like that. You good to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's definitely
Okay.
one of my inspirations.
Now, do you make the most money in radio as opposed to like modeling, acting?
No, I'm not getting that much money in radio right now. I would
Okay.
say I'm getting more money in the modeling
Okay.
now, a little now.
Right.
Because it's been 2.5 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm still doing, like I just told
Right.
Trift, I'm still doing things for like exposure and like payment with them will be, okay, so we'll pay for your travel and your room and board and your food.
Okay.
And you could take whatever off the runway. That's not even in season yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's a form of payment as well. But yeah, I'm not really getting too much money in
Okay.
radio right now.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I will be,
Right.
once I get some more experience, I guess, because it's been 2.5 years for radio
Yeah.
too. But I've only had my own radio show for 1 year.
For 1 year.
This
okay.
Monday made a year.
Right,
So my
congratulations.
baby's a
Yeah.
year. The Malagrios
Awesome.
show is a year. Yeah.
We're a year too.
Oh,
So we just
oh God! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
we
Congrats.
just made-
How was it?
hard. It's hard work. Yo.
Yeah.
It's like dedication. It's a marathon. The marathon continues.
It's the marathon. Trust me.
Yep.
yeah.
And that's how we're gonna end it right there. The marathon continues, y'all. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Rose Above It, episode 1, season 3. Even though it's 1 year old, but we out.
Bye, guys.